So I got my target set up. I put it down, like I said, in the tabletop about 30 yards here. Let's verify that. That's 29.7, close enough. I got my paper target set up down there at 29.7 yards, and I took a couple of shots on the steel over here just to see if I was pretty close with my Spark Solar Vortex red dot here, and I'm gonna take 6 shots. I'm gonna take 6 shots at the bottom paper target that I have set up at 30 yards down there, and just see, you know, if I can stay on target. Got my little makeshift sandbag here, my 511 bag. We're gonna make it work out. Go take a look. That's pretty doggone impressive right there, to say the least. That's 6 shots, 30 yards, and yeah, man, that's unreal. I don't think I need to do anything else with that. So good grief, that's quite impressive right there. I don't know that it's been a while. Again, like I said before, it's all about, you know, the glass that you have up here, obviously. So I'm going to kick up my flip ups here, and I'm going to turn my red dot off here, and I'm going to shoot with just the iron sights. I'm going to shoot on the steel down there just because I like how that sounds, and try to run. Let's see, I took 7 shots. Looks like I have 15 or 16 rounds in here. So I'm gonna try to shoot with just the flip up sights here on the steel down there and see how quickly accurately I can do that. Dead center. So yeah, no, that's pretty impressive with just the flip ups there. I'm happy with that for sure. Now I will say this, the trigger is still quite gritty in this thing, but this is only the second magazine. I put one magazine through it off camera while I was zeroing everything. I haven't had any malfunctions, but the trigger is still very gritty. I cannot get as quick a follow-up shots as I was able to get on the FPC. If you guys watched that video, you've seen how fast we were shooting that thing. So, but anyway, let's shoot this thing some more and see how she does. What I want to do now is, because I have these doubts about all of this plastic as mentioned in the tabletop, what I want to do now is I want to put, and I am going to put, all 4 23 round mags that I have with me today through this as fast as I'm able to reload and do that. And I just want to see, the reason I'm doing that, that'll be 92 rounds straight through it without stop. And the reason I'm doing that is because, again, I have my doubts about this plastic, whether or not it'll get really warm or too warm to hold with a lot of use, and also if it'll show any fracture or stress or anything like that on the plastic, and also if it will continue to run with getting that warm, and how it will function and how the accuracy will be after allowing it to get that warm. So I want to run these 92 rounds through the gun today, like I said, as fast as I can, and then I want to load up maybe a half mag or something and get back on target down there again and see if it's still holding zero, because you see how nasty it was to start. So I'm going to attempt that as fast as I can. I typically don't do well with that kind of thing, but either way, I'm going to put 92 rounds through it in pretty rapid fashion. So pray for me. Well, I had said that it wasn't as fast as the FPC initially, but that trigger is really starting to break in. So still a little bit of grip, but it's definitely getting better. So I'm definitely happy with that. Before this thing cools down, let's feel, you know, I don't feel any warmth whatsoever. Don't see anything overly smoking. Nothing is overly hot. I'm very, very surprised by that. So while it's still nice and warm, I'm gonna load up about a half mag and we're gonna see if it's still holding zero. Man, that was a lot of fun. 3 minutes have passed. Seems like a lot longer than that, but it's been about 3 minutes. Still at 29, but it says 29.8 now. Maybe I moved back just a smidge. But anyway, like I said, we put 92 rounds through the gun as fast as I possibly could. And you've seen what it looked like prior to me doing that. Now that it's warmed up, you know, sometimes guns get less accurate when they get warm. So I want to see how that is. So I'm going to go for the paper target at the top. That way we don't get it confused with what I did down there at the bottom. So let's try it again. I got 7, let me put one more. Maybe I got 4. I had 8. All right, let's go take a look at it. Here was the, so I carried a 2 left here. Usually if I go left, I'll blame myself. And then those, it's like 3s right here on the outer edge, and then it looks like one flew up here, and then I got 2, it looks like there, because I put 7 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I put a 7th one there. Typically, if I'm going left, I'll blame myself. The shooter has fatigue a little bit now, as well as the gun, but not quite as good, but still nasty enough not to be worried with. That's pretty impressive. So I got some different weight ammunition here I want to put through it just to see if it does well with it. I got some Remington 124 grain, and I got some high quality X-Force or XF. It's also 124 grain. So we're going to do first the X-Force first, and then I'll do the Remington. So let's go ahead and do that. X-Force first, 124 grain. And then, like I said, we'll do the Remington, make sure it'll function with a little heavier. All right. Did fine with that. So we got the Remington now, 124 grain. any warmth. I mean, there's a little bit of warmth starting to happen right in this area here, right in front of the mag well, but definitely not so warm I can't hold it. But you also should understand that that was 50. I put 50 through it already. It's 100. So I put almost right at 200 rounds through this thing in the last 12 or 13 minutes. So you'd expect for it to get a little warm. And I didn't put any of them down range in short fashion. I've done it pretty rapidly. So I'm going to swap out, throw the Glock mag well in here, and see how she does with the Glock mag well in place. Kind of have some doubts about that too, but so far, man, I am awfully impressed with this rifle. So basically, I'm going to do the same test that I did when I had the Smith mag well in here. I'm going to take 6 shots at the bottom paper target. I put some new ones up down there. Easiest mag well replacement. I know that the Ruger PCC was way more difficult. Easiest mag well replacement, very detailed instructions in the. I thought about doing a how-to video, but it was so easy to do. As long as you keep and don't throw out your owner's manual, it'll be a piece of cake. It still says Smith & Wesson on the side of the mag well. Ain't that cute? I figured it just wouldn't say anything at all. Naturally, they wouldn't put Glock on their gun. I don't know why the mag well would make a difference as far as the accuracy is concerned, but of course I want to do that. I want to make sure it's still accurate after having changed the mag well. So it's had a chance to cool down here. Took me about 15 minutes off camera to do that. So I'm going to take those 6 shots, bottom paper target, and see if it's still dead on the center where it was before. We are still at 29.7 yards here. So let's take 6 shots, see where we're at. As you can see, I'm not as nastily. I just made up another word.
Look, here's the thing. Fine. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Right dead in the red as I was when I was shooting with the Smith mag. But again, it has accumulated a lot of dirt. I've put about 250 rounds through the gun so far. And I probably am not what I was fresh when I first got here. And the trigger's a little bit different after having shot it that many rounds. Still got some grip, but a little bit better. Either way, that is still a pretty nasty little inch group there. I was aiming dead center of here, and not too bad, not too bad. So I'm gonna try to put some rapid shots, or mag dump, if you will, through the Glock mags, and then redo the test. Maybe I'll shoot up here instead of messing up my other paper target here. All right, so we're back now. I got two 21 round P mags loaded up here. I have my 20 round Glock 19X mag. I got my 17 round Glock 19X mag, and I have my 17 round original Gen 3 Glock 17 that I have. And I'm going to put all of them except my 21 round P mag here downrange as fast as I can. Like I said, we did put some ammunition through this gun off camera. So far we have, it's so close to just like 248, something like that. So we're just gonna say 250. After I get these through there, it'll be another 96. So close enough to 350 rounds today. Have not had a single failure whatsoever with the gun, not even one. Only put a few downrange, obviously, with the Glock magazines in place, but it's going to function because it functioned through those 6 rounds, doing the paper test for accuracy. So I have no reason to believe that it's not going to function with the Glock magazines in place, and I hope to be able to leave the Glock mag in there just for reasons, because they're more available and I have more Glock mags. Let's just say what it is. So anyway, after that we'll have about 350 rounds. The trigger has gotten a little bit better. It hasn't been a problem. I'm not a trigger snob, but it's still got a good bit of grit in it, and I don't know if maybe just a good cleaning will get that out of there, but it's not a huge deal. So I'm gonna put these 4 mags through it, test it again for accuracy on the top paper there, and see where we stand. So let's just get right to that with the Glock magazines here. My original Gen 3 Glock 17. So let's see how she runs. Got my Glock 17, oh I'm sorry, my Glock 19X 17 round mag. Got my 20 rounder, I believe it's 20 round. I think it's 17 plus 3. I didn't count them when I put it in, so don't take me up on that. And my P-Mag 21 round P-Mag, which is what I would probably carry in it. And see what we got here. Nice, nice. So this one's only got 15 rounds in it, it looks like, maybe 16. So I'm gonna put 10 rounds down range, and then I'm gonna leave 6 for the accuracy test and see if it's still on after all of that. Man, this thing has been an absolute blast to shoot at the range today. As I said, that charging handle is flimsy. Charging handle kind of aggravates me a little bit, but it's a pretty easily replaced item, so it wouldn't be the end of the world for me. It hasn't given a problem. It's just kind of hard to manipulate, which is crazy given that it's got the extended ears. It's just that it moves around so much that you find yourself like trying to pull it back and it getting hung up, if you will. So let's put the 6 down on paper and see what we got. All right, guys, as promised, we got the, well, in total, we went back and did some addition with the calculator because I'm not a human calculator. But so far, we put 346 rounds through the gun. And well, I say we, me, and I've got 15, it looks like, left in my P-Mag. So 57, what is that, 62? So we'll have 362 rounds through the gun today. Have not had a single failure of any kind. No failures to lock back on either mag, be the Smith & Wesson or the Glock. Both have been flawless. The Vortex Spark Solar has been good for us today. Again, we put, 92 rounds of through the Glock mags. Got it real hot. It's still pretty hot right now. I mean, it's pretty warm. Mostly just right in this area here, which you shouldn't be grabbing anyway. So with it nice and warm, the Glock mag well in place, we're gonna take 6 shots. I put a new paper target up on the bottom down there, since that's where I shot at it originally. And let's just see where we're hitting at while this thing's nice and hot. body, my choice. I just realized I didn't have my safety glasses on. So trolls, come after me, it's fine. My body, my choice. Anyway, let's go down here and look at this thing. So, I was a little bit low. I was aiming red here. Real tight group right there. Coming left over here is probably me. I felt like I pulled at least one shot. But that's not too bad. I'll take it. Not bad at all. Guys, we really appreciate you watching today. The response, the Smith & Wesson response has responded well at the range today. We ain't got nothing but good things to say about it. Tried to get as much shooting as possible. Honestly, I was being a little selfish for myself, thinking that it would fail. Anyway, again, I really had my doubts about it with all of that plastic, but man, it has been a blast to shoot. It seems like it has gotten faster the more we shoot it. Initially, I said it wasn't as fast as the PCC, or the FPC, should I say, but that's not true. It's just as fast. Definitely seems to recoil more than the FPC. Maybe the FPC is a little heavier, I'm not real sure. But been nothing but fun at the range today. Just completely flawless. Maybe the price will come down a little bit with time. Pick you one up for, you know, 600 bucks or something. Definitely would be worth it. Don't see any stress.
Look, here's the thing.
Fine.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Stress fractures in the handguard or anywhere in the gun at all on the plastic. Everything seems to be holding together just fine. Again, 362 rounds, no problem. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Make sure you tell your friends and family where they can find the best blue collar review on YouTube. Thanks again.